Hello friends. On a peaceful afternoon in the breathtaking valleys of Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, a moment of terror shattered the beauty, the calm and the life of innocent people. Around 3 pm on 22nd April, an attack occurred that has left our nation grieving and questioning. Reports suggest that the assailants did not ask for names, states, languages or backgrounds, but allegedly asked one question: religion. What is your religion? And then pull the trigger. The loss of 26 precious lives has not just wounded families, it has wounded the soul of our country. This was not just an attack, this was an assault on humanity. It doesn't matter where you come from, what language you speak, or what faith you follow. When people are targeted for their identity, it shakes the very foundation of our society. This was not about religion, this was about hate, and hate has no place in a civilized world. Let us remember the name of one such victim, Manjunath Rao, who had come from Karnataka with his wife and child to explore the paradise, that is Kashmir. His trip turned into tragedy. Eyewitnesses claim he was confronted, questioned, and then shot in front of his family. His wife's cries echo in our hearts: "We have killed my husband, kill me also." And then they said, "No, go and tell Modi." This is not a time for division, this is a time for unity. Because the moment we let fear and hatred divide us, the attackers win. And we will not let that happen. Kashmir is a jewel in India's crown, a place where culture, nature, and people blend beautifully. It deserves peace, it deserves healing, and the people, locals, tourists, families deserve safety. Let's be clear, violence has no religion. Terrorism is an enemy to all. It doesn't speak for any faith, any culture, or any human values. When civilians are killed, when families are destroyed, when children are orphaned, we are all victims, as Indians, as human beings. This is not the first tragedy Kashmir has seen. Many decades have gone by with stories of conflict, pain, and loss. But we had hoped with steps taken like the abrogation of Article 370 and developmental efforts that peace would finally take root. It's looking clearly more needs to be done. We demand justice, we demand safety, we demand action, and we as citizens must raise our voices, not to blame but to unite, not to accuse but to hold accountable, not to divide but to build a stronger, safer India. Let us be a voice for the victims, let us be a shield for the vulnerable, let us be the force that says no more bloodshed, no more fear, no more hate. First, we must stay informed. Misinformation spreads fast and fuels further violence. Always rely on credible sources and avoid sharing unverified claims. Second, support the victims. Reach out, contribute to verified relief funds, and help affected families. Third, demand policy and security improvements. Our lawmakers and security agencies need the full support and pressure of citizens to ensure safety in every corner of this nation. Fourth, spread peace in your community, online, and in your words. This tragedy in Pahalgam must not become just another headline. Let it be a turning point. Let it be the moment we decide that humanity is greater than hate, that unity is stronger than division, and that we, the people of India, will stand together, not in silence but in solidarity. Let us remember every innocent life lost. Let us pray for their families. Let us honor them not just with words but with action that build peace.